Last year, we converted a Ford E350 into a cozy adventure van and traveled the West Coast.
Huh?
Oh, all these.
Oh no.
All right. But it's got a problem we want to sort out before our next big adventure. So we're headed up to Roaring River State Park to do a little camping. We'll tell you all about it once we get there. You're not scared? We're on the way to Roaring River State Park, which is a Missouri state park, not too far from our place, about an hour north. This is probably our last trip in the van in its current configuration. But we'll tell you more about that when we get to camp. Henry's been dying to go camping. He's like been drawing his pictures of the van. So it's good to get out. We got some good weather. It's like 60 degrees. February day.
Oh yeah, it's February.
February 1st, today.
We actually camped out at Roaring River in our RV, kind of when it was new to us.
Yeah, we're like 6 months. Well, it was before.
It was also in the winter. Is that the time it snowed?
That's the time it snowed.
Oh, yeah. We were so under-equipped. Like, we know so much more now and we have so much better stuff. I can't believe that we did that. But yeah, we got snowed in the RV way up on a hill, and then we spent the next night at Roaring River.
We did it was a 3 nights and 3 video series. The first video we got snowed in right over here on this hill, I think. And in the second video, I went on a long, like 15-minute rambling rant about how we would have rather had a van. God, camper vans are just crazy expensive. So, you know, mission accomplished 4 years later. And then in the third video, we finally got off the mountain. It thawed enough to get down, and we spent the third night at Roaring River with power plugged in because our battery was dead. We were out of heat and all that stuff.
Yeah. We knew it was going to snow, and we wanted to get like lightly snowed in. Like, we were watching the weather, so we were safe, but
We got more than we bargained for, though.
yeah. I wouldn't do that exact same thing again.
Sure, we can go right now. No snow tonight, though.
No.
Roaring River is formed by a spring right here in the park that also serves as a fish hatchery.
What goes like way under.
Uh-huh. Big ones. The park stocks the river with trout, and so most of the people that come here are here to practice fly fishing in the river in the park.
Sun's almost down. It is warm for February, though.
Yeah, unseasonably warm for February.
Look at this. I got this app. It's just
Are you serious? Yeah.
It's just the little stitch count. They won't know what that is, will they?
Some of them might. You're probably going to do a lot of knitting projects on your channel.
Maybe.
We made a community post a week ago about Paige's channel. Paige
I
has
have
a
my
channel,
own
guys.
channel. I've actually had it longer than this channel.
That's true,
But I
yeah.
haven't been as consistent.
Yes, you should go give her a sub. Should be posting about, like, goings on at Wilder Mountain when we're not traveling, you know?
Hmm?
And, like, while I'm busy working in the garage on making our junk travel worthy, she'll be, you know, that. But also, there's projects around the house. You guys will love it. If you
Yeah.
guys like Paige, go find her channel. We'll put it in the description. We're having burritos tonight of like the leftover variety. We had some leftover taco stuff, made some fresh ground beef, burritos for dinner, real simple. We brought the induction stove because we knew we'd be camping where there's power. It's like 60 during the daytime, but it's still going to be in the 30s at night. So we brought a little space heater. We're going to be super cozy in the van. I know we have the diesel heater. We just made a whole video about it. But when we're this close to home with power pedestal, even easier to just bring a space heater. How's it going?
Bubbles! I forgot that we have like the dedicated one in here now.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy. Okay, I think these for sparkling, is this yours already?
Yep.
And Henry will want still. Okay, rice?
Camp burrito.
This is the best.
That's delicious.
When you done Mexican food so often that ground beef, was there any left? The leftover ground beef goes into the next one. Whatever's left from that one goes into the next
Like
one.
sourdough starter.
Yeah.
There like might be one piece of meat floating around in there that's like 2 years old.
Not quite like that, but yeah.
Good. Is this the camping that you needed?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, what a nice fire.
That's really ripping.
It's so warm.
Mm-hmm. It's only going to be 41 tonight.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. They won't even need a heater.
No, the van gets so warm.
We've done 41 before in the van.
Just with everyone farting in there,
Yep.
it gets hot. Henry will be colder down below.
We'll put the heater on for him,
Yeah.
but it won't take much.
We were at dinner.
You know what we
The
could do
popcorn's gonna
is
pop, but my knuckles
we
are
could
gonna
spread the fire out. Burning your knuckles, then couldn't it pop popcorn? Like, I feel like if you just hold it next to the fire.
I don't really want to perpetually keep my knuckles at a popcorn popping temperature, though.
It could go where your knuckles are burning and you can move your knuckles back.
Put it where my knuckles were, like right here.
Yeah. Like, right? I hope it's not.
You got it. You got it.
It's so good.
It's steaming.
Oh, it's steep.
Should also be steaming.
It's really puffed
You
up.
got it now.
I wonder what it does.
It smells good.
It's really big.
Is it warm in there?
Yeah.
I think that heater turned off, so.
There's 3 bowls exactly.
That's exactly how we roll, with 3 bowls.
3 bowls.
Dope. I mean, it looks right.
Yeah. But I think that this could have expanded just a little bit more. We'll see. If there's like a lot of kernel. It's enough for everybody. No, I think that's mostly popped.
Nice. Henry's over here like living his best life in the van. Trash.
You could just double bag it.
Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be in here.
actually.
Oh, I
I'm the
haven't
one-
been filling this.
I filled it up pretty big.
Okay, well that's probably good since we're just...
Earlier we said there's something that we really don't like about our van. Can you guess what it is?
We couldn't even film the experience because it's so close and you just can't like even add a camera, but like we have to announce to each other, hey, I want to move over there. Okay, let's trade spots. Everyone stay still. I need to get to the water. Like moving around in here is very difficult.
There's not really places to sit and hang out. Okay, so the problem is the bed. This is not the bed that we were going to build. When we built the van last year, we had a plan for a bed on this side that was like a couch that folded out to the bed and that you could like walk all the way down the van and walk out the back door. And the dimensions just didn't play out once we had everything finished and we got in there to build the bed, and Paige and I just pivoted and we built this bed pretty much without a plan, right? Like, we just started building a bed.
We did it so fast. I was very impressed with that, and it got us like out on the road. But it's not our forever bed.
As a result, we have these storage cubes that we sit on. So there's not really a permanent place to sit back here. You just have these cubes that move. And there's just an unoptimized a lot of it. The problem ended up being our water tank, which sits over this wheel well and under this cabinet. This cabinet had to be tall enough to go over that. If you sit on it without a cushion on it, your head hits the ceiling. So we obviously couldn't put a cushion and make a seat out of it. That killed our couch down the side idea, but it leaves us with this space, which I think is just really underutilized. It's too small to be a day bed. Henry's the only one that can kind of fit on it. He still won't really use it. It just ends up collecting stuff that falls off on the floor, and there's no overhead cabinets over it. We do have a window, and that's great. But this is probably where we have the most to gain, but that's the problem. We'll as we unfurl tonight the bed, we'll show you the problem so you can see it.
The bed also is like this far from the ceiling.
It's not the most comfortable bed.
Yeah. I wouldn't put someone else in that bed.
No, I think it bothers Paige more than me, but I don't love it either. It's very close to the ceiling, and then with all the bedding in it, it's just packed to the ceiling, and so I don't know, it just makes all this dead space. The upside is it created a bunch of storage in the back, but honestly, that's been a blessing and a curse because we just brought too much shit to California with us. Like, we didn't need all that shit. It was full to the brim, but
if we have space, we fill it.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So without there being much storage up here in the front, we have the cabinet here for the sink that is overflowing at all times, and you kind of have to rearrange the dishes every time you put something away. We have these small cupboards right here and these overhead bins that were supposed to be able to hold more clothes than they actually do. We end up with this overflow storage that goes in these bins that I'm sitting on, and there's always stuff floating at the front. And so when you start, at face value, it's like, okay, you have to move a bin around to shuffle, and like when it's time to pull the bed out, there's just basically like everything gets picked up and moved to the front seat. It doesn't sound that bad, but when there's a bunch of stuff that's out from being in the van, because Henry's doing art and Paige is knitting, and I've usually got a laptop or something like that, and there's nowhere to put it away to, it's just this giant shuffle of crap, right? We're just like filling up the two front seats with all of our stuff just to have enough room to move stuff around. And so I would like to trade out this totally underutilized space for a whole lot more storage and a better bed solution that when it's not a bed, it's better than just a pile of cushions to the ceiling. I'd like to have a permanent place to sit in the van. We love our van though, right?
Yes.
We're not getting rid of our van.
No, and it worked well. We went all the way to California and halfway down the coast.
Henry, what do you think? Do you love the van?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be cool to have a better bed set up in the van? What do you want out of your bed?
It's fun for me, but I like how it has a lot of room in there, so it's kind of like a room.
You don't mind sleeping in the cave under the bed on the floor?
No, it's amazing because I have so much room to move around.
Well, I think he's hearing us complain about how confined we are, and honestly, I do think he has more headroom under the bed than we do above it, for sure.
And it's very nice to hear that you feel good about it, because we feel
But
a little bit
there's
like we
one
crammed
thing
you into.
I would like to have like a little slot so that I don't so that I can have my books in there for
Okay.
when I'm reading at night.
Okay, we can't like build you a whole bedroom, bro.
Dude,
But I
The
understand.
book slot. He
The
wants
book
a
slot.
Yeah,
Book
just
slot.
the-
Near
Alright.
where he sleeps.
Yeah.
That's totally doable.
Yeah.
I want to get him a better sleeping setup. He's not going to say it right now, but he's mentioned a couple of times. He wrote me a letter when he was supposed to be asleep. I came to check on him. It was like 10 o'clock, and he's like, hey, I wrote you this letter. And it said, we're going on a trip. Which vehicle do you take? And it was like a choose your own adventure, and it had Jeep, van, and RV, okay? And he had the features of each listed. And the Jeep was like rooftop tent. And then the van was bed. And then the RV was beds, plural. And I think, Henry, maybe you feel sometimes like you wish you had a more permanent bed in the van, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the RV.
Yeah, because it's got the bed in the front.
Yeah.
So here's Henry's bed, folded up on top, which gets unfurled underneath our bed. And like he likes the cave aspect of it, but I think he would like a proper bed. So that's our complaint, but we have a solution that we'll show you after we eat some breakfast tomorrow or something. Paige is going to demonstrate this bed situation for you. This isn't even all of it either, because we've already done the part where we pile up everything we own in the front seats. Get into position.
Where we put everything up front, because
Oh, here it comes.
everything has to go up front, and you're in charge of all of it.
Don't lose it, okay?
It's cozy though. Can I put it on me? Huh?
Oh shit, all these.
Oh no.
Alright, one in the middle.
Your box can.
Now I can't even help. If I wanted to.
I wasn't expecting.
Neither
you
can
to.
Henry. Henry, you good?
Yeah, I could shove all this stuff off
Alright, Mom,
in 2
he needs
seconds
more.
if I wanted to.
Alright. There it goes. Didn't even mention the sound. We can improve that too.
Freedom! I let you guys down. I put some pillows on the ground.
You're sleeping in a sleeping bag tonight. You're gonna love it.
Yeah, I know.
That's
I can play like this.
Yeah. There's a bed for you.
Stop
Shit, we could sleep 4. You gonna get in there?
1, 2, 3,
You're gonna make it.
4, 5, 6. If we have 3 babies.
Why
7,
would
8.
why would we have 3 babies, dude?
We can.
We're not just gonna find ourselves rich with babies.
We can fit 8.
If we come
if
into
we
some
have
babies.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we have 5 babies, we can fit 8.
I mean, I could bet I could fit at least 50 babies in here. Babies are little. That's easy.
Baby, baby, baby.
Yeah,
baby,
you put 2
baby.
babies in each of these bins.
Oh yeah, I can put baby in the bin, baby in the 6, 7, 8, 9,
9 babies.
10,
we got
11,
work to do, Mom.
13, 14, 15,
Babies?
16,
15
17.
babies.
Sorry.
Not even counting the cabinets in there.
We've done well in this thing.
Yeah, and honestly, like when you're doing it over and over, it's so easy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like this one-off night. I'm out of the rhythm of it,
Don't
and I'm like,
remember it.
how does it go? How do we ever do this? Like winded.
Good morning. We got camp all packed up, bed drama and all, and we're headed to Fire Tower Trail to hike and see if we can find the fire tower that may or may not be there. Let's do it. Oh, you scared him. He's scooching. Oh yeah, you got your armadillo shirt on. That's cool.
That's bad.
I see why they need a fire tower.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's probably a lot of lighting up here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. You're not scared?
Are you not scared?
I'm not scared.
I'm scared.
Oh, you can look down through the ground and see the ground way down there, huh? What you think?
Cool.
You're doing great, little butt. It's safe. I'm sure.
You're scared? You can go back down.
You're gonna do great.
I'm gonna drop my stick down through that so I don't have to carry it down.
Okay, let's see it go. What if it breaks?
It won't.
That's a big fall.
Okay.
Yeah. When did that happen? It wasn't caved in towards us like this.
Yeah, it was.
Up.
It's exactly the same, bro.
Wow, I can't believe it fell all the way down.
The green bar is halfway filled,
Well, short of halfway.
and we're an hour in instead of 2 hours in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go the shortest direction.
That's probably backtracking.
Yeah. Let's turn back then.
We didn't pack lunch, like not just on this hike, but at all in the van. And so it is after lunchtime. And we just brought like whatever snack remnants we had in the van. And we're gonna eat them now, and that's gonna be what it is.
Chips and pickles and brownies.
We have brownies, chips, and pickles. All right, Henry, give Dad his chips, please.
Can I have
He might share, but give him those to start.
Thanks, bro.
Just some pickles. Pickles!
anything else?
Brownies.
How many of those you got?
I think this will sustain us, though. And chocolate nuts.
You lied to me.
Do you want them? They're the orange kind that you don't like.
I'm just kidding.
They're
Cookie.
okay.
Cookie
These are
brownie.
weird.
I like them.
I think cookies and brownies aren't the same thing for a reason.
The entire life of this brownie is depending on one chip. I must shoot the brownie straight.
I'm stoked that we actually found the fire tower. We weren't sure if there was really going to be one. It's so below the canopy you can't see it from satellite imagery. All right, we got about a 2-mile hike to get out of here, so we're going to hike out, get in the van, and head home. I'll tell you more about our plans for this bed once we get there. Did you get the keys out when you came back and locked it earlier?
It's not funny.
That was funny.
Why do you keep being a jerk?
That
to
was
me?
funny.
That was a long hike.
Like 4 miles.
It was pretty. It was good.
Yeah. We're back home from camp. I'm out here in the van, and I've gone ahead and I've taken all of the bedding and mattresses out of the van, and hopefully this can just help show you how roomy and spacious this thing can feel when it's not piled up and the sight lines to the back of the van aren't blocked. And we haven't even reclaimed the space where you can actually hang out in it yet. Just opening it up feels so much roomier in here. So here's the game plan. Over here on this side of the van, we're gonna cut this countertop and cabinet all of this out and leave this cabinet as just the refrigerator cabinet here with a little countertop space on top of it. From the end of this counter all the way to the back of the van will be a couch that runs the full length of basically the current bed when it's fully extended. One of the reasons I had avoided shifting the couch from one side to the other is we actually have this HVAC unit, and it's got blowers that we ducted. They come out of the cabinets over here. The heat comes out of the bottom, so that's easy to route. The AC blows out of the top. I think we can make a really easy 90-degree bend out of there and still have clearance to put the couch over it. And even if we don't, it honestly doesn't make that big of a difference when we're driving. It's not like air conditioning that we use while we're camping in it. It's literally only for drive days. Henry's seat is all the way up here in the cab with us. We don't have rear passengers. We'd be fine without it. These cabinets will have to go because there's just not enough head clearance. See where I'm at right here? We're gonna try and get as close to this as we possibly can with the bed, maybe a little bit lower even. These will not work. So what I'm going to do is pull these out. I'm going to try and repurpose as many of them as I can and move this bank of cabinets over to the other side where they go over the kitchen area and the kitchen faucet and provide some much needed pantry space on this side of the van. So far we have added no storage. We've just rearranged everything around, but that leaves this side of the van open. And then this entire wall is going to be cabinets. We may extend the countertop next to the sink here just a little bit further so that we've got actually a little bit of this window exposed, but then we're gonna have closets over the top of this. They're actually gonna cover these windows. It's like you open the closet and there's a window in there, but it is what it is. I don't feel like pulling the window out and putting a piece of metal on the side of the van. It's just not worth that. I told Paige we just keep the window covers in there with them down so that it's blacked out. And like, if we ever need to like turn this thing towards the sun and open that thing up, we could like, you know, put a jacket in there to dry or something if it gets wet. So we'll have like a little mini sauna chamber over here on this side. Over the top of the water tank here, I'm going to be able to get several big drawers, probably like 4 good-sized depth drawers that go all the way to the end. And then more of the storage that we have in the back, we can just put in the form of cabinets on the back or drawers. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do as far as where's a drawer, where's a cabinet. I've got it sort of modeled out in my brain, but like you just got to tear this thing apart and get dimensions and figure it all out. And then I'm thinking about having the bed slide out in 2 segments in case you only want to use one at a time. Now the couch is going to have pretty significant depth, about half the width of the bed more than likely. And so that's going to create a lot of storage along the front side of it basically. Like where these cabinets are right now, there'll be a couch over that. But like all the way out to where I'm sitting right here will be something that we can actually like access either through cabinet doors on the front of it or lift up panels with hinges on it so we can take the cushions off and get in there for like stuff that we need to bring, like tools and things like that, but we're not getting out often. That can be stowed in there. And we might even be able to put a big drawer out the back of it for stuff like tube-shaped camp chairs and tables, things like that. That's one of the ideas that I have, is maybe that's a nice drawer that slides out the back on big heavy-duty sliders, and you just pull that stuff out and slide it back in, and it collapses under the couch. I don't know exactly, but I'm not going to know until I tear this out and get a clean slate, start measuring, and start creating a plan that's more than just a sketch. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in the next video. So if you're not already subscribed and you want to see what we come up with for this van, be sure to hit the subscribe button, because the next time you see me, I'm going to be ripping all of this out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.